Greetings, salutations. Hope you are doing well and hope you are, again, taking time to be present, to enjoy the moment, to be grateful for what you have. You know, you notice that they don't really teach you to be present. Like, it's not a prevalent thing. Like, they usually have you, I don't know, chasing things, whether it be material things or mental things or, just anything. Just trying to attain and gain and move and just totally diluting your attention towards things that aren't really that important if you really think about it. No, they're not really important. They're probably like mental constructs that have been implanted in your head by society to keep you chasing and wanting and trying and doing, and you know they they hold you in place and make you believe that, wow, once I achieve these things I will finally attain that happiness and that glory and that I don't know, position in life that will make me successful. I guess we're all chasing success. Chasing why? I mean, I feel like if you think about a tree just is a tree. It's not trying to be anything else. But yeah, that's part of the game, is to make you forget what is really essential and important, and that's just being present, being you. You're not trying to be anything else but you in this moment. That's where the real deal um, exists, I suppose. You know, because everything else, like I've said in my previous videos, are fleeting and temporary. If you want something eternal and something that's true, you need to, I don't know, like be present. Self analysis is required, because if you don't know who you are, then of course you're going to identify with everything outside of you. But, anyways, I'm going to try to stitch this together, and I am sorry if I make a mess of this. um, I was eating my foods today, and I was usually, when I eat my foods, I think I've mentioned in another video that I like to savor things, so I eat things slowly, and I just kind of like, do it very mindfully. And while I was doing this, I think when you're clear minded like that and you're very present and you're very, like, I don't know, your attention is very concentrated on, like, being here now. You just have like a really like clear seeing kind of mindset, because it's not like diluted with all the different thoughts and expectations and things. You're just so present that it's just so clear to you. I don't know if, am I making sense? I'm sorry if I'm not. Anyways, let's get to it. I was like eating and I was like clear and I'm present, and I just got this download, and oh my goodness, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so profound. I need to make a video on it. I don't know if I'll be able to really capture the essence of what I experienced in words, but I will try. But I just felt my heart just feel so warm, and everything just made sense. Okay, so let me try and put it into words. which is not an easy feat for me. Although I try, I try my best. Um, so the easiest way I can, I guess, say this is using analogies or maybe even stories, you know? So if you think about yourself in the world and you think of yourself as the eternal traveler, you know, you're always traveling and it never ends, right? It's weird. I feel like, okay, so I've been here on this planet in this body for a little over 4 decades, but I definitely feel like I've lived many lives in this one life. There's been so much transformations, like very, what is that? For me, very apparent transitions, you know, that I'm just like, whoa, I feel like I've lived many lives in just one life, you know? Like, think about it. Like, you are not the same person a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Since you were born, you're not the same. Even yesterday, you're not the same person from yesterday, you know? So it's just like we talk about this one life, but we're actually dying and being reborn in every moment. You know, so most people see it from the time you're born to the time you die, right? Like they consider that life. But if you think about it, every like moment you're living and dying. Every day when you go to sleep and when you arise, you're living and dying. So it's just a cycle, you know, and it's broken up into different time frames, you know, and depending on your level of consciousness, you're going to, I guess, identify with particular time frames. But if you think about it, it's like momentary. You're not the same person. Like I am not the same person that I was just a second ago. I know, dude. This video is gonna be like far off, and I really don't know if I'm gonna get my point across. But anyways, think of yourself as the eternal traveler, constantly exploring new universes. You know, and in the same vein, like people who travel, people might think traveling might consist of like getting in a car and driving 5 minutes away, or like walking across the street. That's travel. You're traveling. You know, you're just traveling to different dimensions and spaces in time. Dude, we're like time travelers, eternal time travelers, eternal ex, explorers. Whoa. Anyways, um, if you're following me. But yeah, some people think like traveling in the car, like 5 minutes away or 2 hours away, you know, that's traveling. Or you're walking across the street, that's traveling. Leaving one room in your house to another, that's traveling, you know. So there's different like ways of chopping this up, you know. Um, Getting in a plane and traveling to a foreign country, that's traveling, you know, we're just traveling. And then if you think about it, we're traveling, right, into different spaces. But I feel like every time we encounter people, we're literally experiencing another universe, you know, another galaxy. Thing is, I think where we get caught up is we get attached, you know? Okay, so let me get back into like experiencing different universes through people, different galaxies, different dimensions. Um, so I was thinking about a person that I had encountered that left a really deep impression on me for like, I don't know, about almost, I want to say almost 2 years. 2 years. And I was thinking about like everything that I experienced with this person and what I learned and how the energies interacted and how the chemistry like occurred. And then I thought about it, like, oh my God, that experience with that person was literally me just experiencing another universe. You get it? Because in order to, like, whenever you, I guess, mesh energies with someone, whether it be mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, I mean, you're basically, it's like doorways. Everything is a doorway, everything is a portal, you know? And you, whenever you encounter a person, no matter how brief or how long, have, you guys both mutually agreed to explore each other's universe, which is basically just you, just a different dimension of you. Am I making sense, guys? So, my whole thing is like when we have relationships with people, we get really disappointed about the ending. Did it really end? That person will always be a part of you, good or bad, you know? Um, and you basically just opened doorways to enter, and that person mutually opened their doorway to enter, and it's like emerging, right? But then when it's time to like move on to other things, all you're doing is walking back through the door and closing it. It's weird. Am I making sense? It's like we're time traveling because nothing is the same in any moment, and we're always moving into different spaces, right? Whether it be from your bedroom to your bathroom, or from your house to a store, or a store to a park. You're moving into spaces, and time is, I don't know, I know time is a man made construct, but in order for us to understand and gauge these things, and then each person is a universe, and we're just exploring different universes. But then we get really, I think what happens is a lot of um, or some emotions get really lodged in our system because they make deep impressions in us, and then we get attached to it, and then we have a hard time letting go, when in actuality, like, your exploration of that universe is done, and it's time to like move on to new things, you know. But I feel like the knowledge and the wisdom that you gain from exploring all these different spaces, all these different universes encapsulated in human vessels, um, they help you to understand more aspects of yourself, you know, which is consciousness. We are all one. You know, we're not separate. It's a really radical like concept to even understand. That's why that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to like, I'm trying to relay this vision or feeling that I received in words. I think that's why a lot of things cannot be even captured in the spoken language. You know, they can only be it's a feeling, it's a vision, you know. Anyways, I hope you're having a beautiful day. And thank you for being here. I'm sorry if I made absolutely no sense. But blessings to one and all. Amen.